Hello everyone and welcome to a new Math A-Levels study session. Today's video will talk about the first chapter in the Pure Math 1 book, which is Quadratics. In this video, we will learn about how to solve quadratic equations using the factorization method. As you can see in front of you, we have an example where x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. There are many ways to solve this equation and find what is x. One of these ways is to factorize this formula using the quadratic formula, which is, as you can see here, the quadratic form that you can use is x equal minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now you can put, as you can see here, this position near the x squared is the a, and beside the x is the b. And the third one, which has no x value associated with it, is c. So in this scenario, a is equal to 1 because 1 times x squared is equal x squared, which is normal, and b is equal to 3, and in this case c is equal to negative 10. As you can see here, you have to add the negative symbol when you put the number in, when you assign the number to its position in the equation. So if you put it in the equation, it becomes this: minus 3 plus or minus 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times c, which is negative 10. And it is over 2 times a, which is 1. That's, of course, was the equation that you use to find x. Now put these values in the calculator and find out the number. If you put them all together, you will find that x will be equal to a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to negative 10. You'll find that x is equal to 2, or x also can also be equal to negative 5. Now there is another way of doing it, which is the simpler way, but I'm not sure if they allow it in the exam, but I think so. But I think it's going to be allowed. Anyways, what you can do is go to the calculator that you are using. Of course, you have to use a scientific calculator. And for me, I'm using Casio 2nd edition. So what you can do is open the calculator, go to mode, press 5, then 3, and then assign each number available. Like, for example, 1, you put it in the A section, B, and then C. If you put them all and then press equal, the same answer will be available, which is x equal 2 and x equal minus 5. What you can do is you can also simply do this since the a value is equal to 1, so it's going to be simple. You can think of it this way. Say, for example, you can say that negative 10. What are the numbers that can be multiplied with each other to equal negative 10? For example, you can use 1 times negative 10, or negative 1 times 10, or for example 2 times negative 5, negative 2 times 5, and so on. And as you can see here, these are the four possibilities that can be used to give us -10. However, as you can see here, C, the, the numbers that equal C, if they are added together, it must also equal B. As you can see, for example, in this case, it is 3. 1 minus 10, or you can say 1 plus -10 in this case, is equal to -9, which is not B, so it is incorrect. -1 plus 9 plus 10 will be equal to 9, +9, which is also incorrect. Now we go to the other cases. You can see here 2 plus -5 is equal to -3, which is also wrong. Now what we have left is this one. Now if we use it, here's what's going to happen. -2 plus +5 will be equal to 3. And that is the value of B. So what you can do is this, since there's the value of A is 1. You open brackets, as simple as that, and then equate it to 0, because in the question it says equal to 0 from the beginning. You put x, as you can see here, -2, and x plus 5. Now you equate each one of them to 0 because they say find x, and since in this case the whole entire equation is equal to 0, here are the two possibilities. X minus 2 equal to 0 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. In this case, you solve it as this. You just switch it to the other side, or some people might say instead of switching, you add +2 to each side. So this cancels each other out and becomes x equal 2. Same thing here. You can switch it to other sides with some people. Some others might say subtract 5 from each side, and x will also turn out to be -5. So it is one of these two answers. And both in the question, both of them are correct because they will ask you what are the possible values for x, which are these two. And as you can see, we got the same value as the first process. Now, let's go to another example from the book. Okay, next. Let's say you have this equation. 20 minus 7x equal 6x squared. Okay, so in this scenario, what you should be doing is this. Firstly, arrange the equation in the form of arrange the equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c and equal to 0. You should always put 1 0 on the other side and everything else on the left, so that you can easily answer the question. So in this case, what we can do is switch this all to the other side, making it 0 equal to 6x squared plus 7x minus 20, which is also the same as 6x squared plus 7x minus 20 equal to 0. For example, you can also write it this way. It won't matter either way because the answer is going to be still the same. So, in this scenario, it's preferred to use this method as I said, the quadratic formula. So I'm gonna write here QF. Using the quadratic formula, we can find the value of x. So what we can do here is x equal and b squared. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's x equal negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, plug in these values and you will be getting this. X equal negative 7 plus minus square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 6 and times negative 20. All of that is above 2 times 6, which is a. Now, plug in these values, or if you want to see the process, here it is. Sorry. X equal negative 7 plus or minus square root of 49 plus, let's see, 24 times 20, I'll be getting 480, okay. Or you can say negative 24 minus, yeah, negative 24 times negative 20 will be, you will get 480. And above 2 times 6, which is 12. Plug in these values in the calculator and you will get this. Let's see. X will be equal to 4 over 3, or x is equal to negative 5 over 2. Now, if you want to check your answer, here's what you can do. You can put it in the form of brackets, okay, and which is equal to 0. And what you can do is revert these two answers to this way. What you can do, for example, x equal 4 over 3, you switch the 3 here, it's going to be 3x equal 4. The point of this switching is that you want to make a side where there is 0. So in this case, 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So you put this in the brackets available. 3x minus 4, and same thing with x equal negative 5 over 2, which this will make 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Now if you want to check your answer, now if your answer is correct, it's going to be the same as the equation above after you expand the brackets. Let's see. 3x times 2x will be 6x squared. 3x times 5 is gonna be 15x. Okay. Negative 4 times 2x will be negative 8x. Negative 4 plus 5 is going to be negative 4 times positive 5 will be positive 20. I'm sorry. It's gonna be negative 20, since negative times positive is equal to negative. Now, you just simplify it. 6x squared, 15 minus 8 will be this, is equal to 7, which means plus 7x minus 20, which is equal to 0. Now, let's see the back. Yep. Now, this proves that the equation, that your answer for x are both of them are correct. And that's how you can solve quadratic equations using factorization. Now, if you want, there are other forms of equations that may be given to you in the exam. So here's another example. And this might be a little more difficult than before. So, well, it's not difficult, but more like more steps are present in this. So what they might give you is this. 2 over x plus 3 over x plus 2 equal to 1. Now they will ask you to give them the value of x in this scenario. So as you can see here, they're not giving you x squared plus 3x plus 3x minus 10 equals 0, blah blah blah. What they are giving you, what they want from you now is to change this in, oh, my apologies. What they want from you right now is for you to change this entire equation to that form. So what you have to change it back into ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now here, what we can do here is this. We cross multiply, and here are the steps. 2x plus 2 plus, now why do we want to cross multiply? So that we can get a common denominator. And of course these two will multiply them with each other. This is how it's gonna be. 2 plus 2 times x plus 2 plus 3 times x over x plus 2 equal to 1. The result is going to be this: 2x plus 4 plus 3x over x squared plus 2x, which is equal to 1. Now we want to get rid of the denominator. So we multiply both sides with x squared plus 2x. Okay, so we multiply this with this and x squared plus 2x here. This will cancel this, and the resulting equation will be this: 5x plus 4 is equal to x squared plus 2x. Now it's very simple, and you can simply change it back to the original form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we're going to get x squared plus minus 3x minus 4 equal to 0. Now you can plug in these numbers immediately in the calculator, as this will save you time. So mode 5, 3, you can put 1 as A and negative 3 as B and negative 4 as C. But let's go with the quadratic formula for now. QF. Okay. So x will be equal A, which is, this is 1, negative 3, negative 4. A, B, C. So it's gonna be negative B, which is negative 3. Remember, you add the negative to the value assigned, plus or minus square root of B squared, which is negative 3 squared, plus or minus 4 times 1 times C, which is negative 4. Oh, sorry. Plus, here, this case, No, I'm sorry. It's gonna be minus 4ac over 2a, which is 1. You will be getting this 3 plus minus square root of 9 plus 16 over 2. Now you can put it into two sides and solve it in this way. 3 plus square root of 9 plus 6, which is 25, over 2. That's x equal. And here you can also write 3 minus, because as you can see here, 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 16. So 3 minus square root of 25 over 2. The answer will be as follows. What is the square root of 25 will be 3. So 3 plus 8, I'm sorry, 3 plus 5 will be 8. 8 divided by 2, resulting in 4. And on the other side, you'll get x equal 3 minus 5, negative 2, divided by negative 2, negative 1. As simple as that. And if you want, you can go back to the question in the beginning and see it and check it for yourselves. Okay, I hope this helped in your studies, and I'll be seeing you in the next part where we will study, where we'll solve other questions regarding quadratic equations by solving quadratic equations by factorization. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day and good luck in your exams.